What's up, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. This is your girl, Coach Shine, and this is our free online sales masterclass. So, I'm super excited to present to you guys with the information on tonight because, as you guys know, if you are here, you are interested in actually scaling your business or starting your business, but most importantly, branding, marketing, strategy, and mindset. Okay. So tonight I'm going to really teach you guys all about how you guys can get started in the online sales space. But before you begin, I want to introduce myself for those of you who are new here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm so grateful to have you all here. And this is actually my first time recording on my laptop here. So the video looks like it's a little whatever. I love the aesthetic, the vibe of it, but I just want to say that it's because I'm on my laptop. But all in all, guys, the most important part about sales that you will understand today is truly about your content. Okay. And that is one of the reasons why I actually pointed that out because I do value the quality of my content, but I do know that there are going to be different vibes and different aesthetics, right? There's going to be different tones, there's going to be different quality, okay? But what matters is that you do focus on the quality of content that you put out, okay? So that is important when it comes to you building a brand, building a business. Um, so my name, of course, is Coach Shine, and how I got into sales. I was a hairstylist, and I, in 2021, decided to make a shift in careers, and I decided to retire. At that time, when I retired from being a hairstylist, I decided to pick up coaching. And during that time, I believe that I was on a journey of just truly learning my life's work. Okay. So there was a lot of lessons and a lot of things that I had to learn because what happened was I evolved from the old version of myself. So this is when my evolution became very important. I had my spiritual awakening. As you guys know, during that time, it was in the middle of a pandemic. So a lot of things were happening on not just a global scale, but also personally, collectively. And there was just a lot of things that we were called to make changes of. And one thing I knew for sure is that as a hairstylist that was styling hair behind the chair, working long hour days, and of course, we know hairstylist is a very lucrative business, a very high paying career. I just knew that it wasn't going to be sustainable long term. I knew that my soul was calling for more. And I believe that this is when the shift happened. Now, I believe there's a lot of us that make those changes and that are leading movements. And I was a part of that movement. Okay. I was a part of the shifting of the collective for the hairstylists, especially for them to understand their wealth on a whole new level and how they can get into scaling their business and creating systems, strategy, and passive income. Okay. And most of you guys know that we love making multiple streams of income. Even as a hairstylist, I did have multiple streams of income because not only did I do hair, but I also sold hair. I sold hair products and amongst other things, right? And so what I realized was that my coaching business was the version of me that understood myself as a business person. Okay. So, coaching allowed me to really dive deep into marketing, branding, psychology, sales psychology, buyer psychology, and just learning the energetics and personal power when it comes to us building a brand online. And so, a part of my first few courses that I made, I focused in on my first program, my signature offer, which is my Deeper Than Beauty program. It's a mastermind, now currently a mentorship that is 6 months. And during that mentorship, I help you build your coaching business from A to Z. So I crafted out a actual business offer that allows people who are ready to actually create a business at scale that is ready to, really go all in. And I support you in building a business, a coaching business from A to Z, how to structure it, and how to be supported during that process. And this is when I learned that mentorship was very important. And I felt like there was a lot of things in my business that I was doing as a hairstylist that became very natural to me. But as a coach, I did have the understanding of why I did those things in my business, right? So this is when I realized that there was a difference between being intentional and conscious as a business owner. Okay, so how many of you guys know that when you are doing business where you're just winging it, where you're just lone wolfing it, where you're not really getting any additional learning materials, you're not expanding your learning, you're not really investing in yourself, that you can sometimes get caught into a cycle, right? I know many of you guys are here because you are looking to break the cycle. How many of you guys are looking to be cycle breakers tonight? Okay, you're here. You ready for that? You ready to break the cycle, right? So as a hairstylist, you only have so many hours in a day, right? Which means that you can schedule your time to fit a certain amount of clients within a day. Okay, pretty normal, no big deal. We've created a job for ourselves. And I believe that entrepreneurship is a mindset where you have created a job for yourself, right? And I know many people talk about jobs and 9 to 5s and that things, but here's what I realized. When you become self-employed, you must have this self-employed mindset, which means you must now be disciplined enough to not only create a job for yourself, but also have a actual schedule. Okay. So of course, as a hairstylist, you may have your schedule booked out, you know your hours, these are the hours you work, and your clients can book you during those time frames, right? Okay, perfect. Now, the beauty of this is when you have a coaching business, that doesn't always automatically translate into paying clients. A coaching business means that now you have to actually not only shift in your identity, right, as a trainer, as a teacher, as an instructor, as an educator, you have to also become a version of you who understands business at scale, who understands how to scale their business, who understands their numbers, who understand their back end, who understand how to build a business that is going to be sustainable long term. Okay. So this is where digital products come into play. This is where we get to talking about really capturing your knowledge and wisdom and actually turning it into a actual product. How many of you guys have been interested in actually creating a digital product from your own knowledge and wisdom, something that you can teach, something you are passionate about, something you are knowledgeable in, and you can do this with ease? How many of you are interested in doing that and making money from it? Okay. I believe that's why a lot of you guys are here, because you are looking for more. You are looking for ways in which you can create more creativity and freedom in your business. Now, here's what I realized. As a hairstylist, I was also an artist. I was also a creative. So I knew that I was expressing my creativity through hair. I knew I was expressing my art through hair. And so what did translate in my coaching business and me creating digital products was my ability to now create using my knowledge, using the wisdom I have, using the experiences I have, and sharing the stories that I have, right? And so this is when I started to realize, how can I package up my story? How can I share my story where someone who is looking to actually see themselves and know what's possible for them can actually become activated and move, which means you become willing to make a change, make an upgrade, or invest in yourself, right? So I believe that we have what we call expanders. Expanders are those who are maybe some steps ahead, depending on how many steps will determine your actual relatability to them, but just someone that you see that you can learn from, right? Those are your expanders, someone who's already done something that you're looking to do. So how many of you guys have those people in your life? Or how many of you guys are here because you were expanded and you're looking to grow in what's possible for you, right? Right. I believe that's why you're here. So we are here because you are looking to understand mastering sales online. So online sales, of course, is not just limited to digital products. Of course, you can sell physical products, which I'm sure a lot of you guys may have already incorporated. But when it comes to us actually doing business on a higher level, which means we are using our higher mind, we're using our mindset, that means we now have to what? Work smarter, not harder. And what that means is that we're going to use our mind, our intellectual property, to make income. How many of you guys does that excite? Because I know and I believe that this is where true freedom comes in. Because the amount of experiences, the amount of things you have to say, the amount of things you can share are limitless, right? Which means that your earning potential is also limitless. And I love this because you can create as many courses and classes as you need to. I mean, the possibilities is endless. Okay. So the beauty of you being able to create using your mind is going to pay you. So here's where it comes into play when it comes to your branding. Your brand is who you are. It's your personality. It's your essence. It's what you like to share, your thoughts, your opinions, your points of views, right? And so your branding comes into play because now you get to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm about, and this is what I offer. So in your brand, you are communicating and articulating what it is that you have to say, what it is that you have to share, right? And most times than not, your branding can be something where you're creating a solution, which is where your courses and your digital products come in. So if you know that you have a problem you can solve or something that you have a solution for that people are willing to pay you for, they're willing to buy, then this is where you get to shine. You get to allow yourself to be the expert. You get to step into your authority. You get to step into your power and really own it, right? You get to share that this is how I can help you. And so this is where you guys get to see the blueprint. You guys get to see in real time how to actually create a strategy for your sales, for your growth, and for your business. Now, the beautiful thing about this, guys, is that because we are using our mind, because we're using our intellectual property, this means that we must be willing to do what? How many of you know what we must do? All right, so if you've guessed that we must continue to elevate our mindset, then you've guessed correctly. Because one of the key things to our growth and our evolution is being able to see things differently, to be able to make changes. So the point of this is for you to be able to connect the dots, to make the connections, and to connect all of the pieces together to where you can create a masterpiece. Okay, so this is where refinement comes in. This is where you start to do the work and put in the work, meaning you're creating content, you're posting content, you're sharing your stories. And the beautiful part about this, guys, is you get to be yourself. You get to be authentic, which means you get to be paid to exist, right? You get to be paid to show your likeness, your personality, what it is that you do. And I believe that this is where we get to have real fun and freedom by creating from this place and energy, right? Think about it. You get to say, I can go on a vacation, right? Anywhere in the world. I can go around the world, whether that's Belize, whether that's St. Lucia, whether that's Thailand, whether that's Africa, right? And wherever there is a cell phone or Wi-Fi, I get to make sales. I get to make money. And even then, guys, if you have it structured properly with the right systems in place, you can make money from anywhere without you ever being involved, meaning someone can go directly to your link and purchase and buy from you at any time of the day from anywhere in the world, and you get to make money. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is the exciting part about online sales is that it is unlimited. The possibilities are endless, and that you get to say, hey, this is what I'm going to learn as far as the skill set and the mindset and the strategies on how to make this my reality. And this is where I come in. Okay. So, yes, even as a hairstylist, guys, this is what I do know. A lot of you guys are still working your job, working entrepreneurship, working your hours, working your schedules behind the chair, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys are still there. Okay. What I found is because, yes, the money is good. So you are still loving your craft. You're loving what you do. It's exciting. It's fun. You're making the money. And guess what? I believe that the number one thing that you can do right now in order for you to start making multiple streams of income and to also get inside of the knowledge and information needed to share your own is to be around the right people, get the right information, right? So even as a hairstylist, you can still, okay, you can still, as a hairstylist, learn how to create a digital course, learn how to create a digital product, okay? And still incorporate that inside of your branding, speak about it in your offers, promote it to your audience. I mean, and you create it one time and you can sell it over and over again. Now, how many of you guys are willing to do the work to create a digital product that you can invest your time and energy into, that is going to be up to the to your standards, of course, and something that you will solve a solution to a problem and get paid for? How many of you are interested in doing that? Even as a hairstylist, right here, right now. So if you guys are interested in doing that, this is your opportunity to take advantage of the knowledge that is in front of you. Okay. I have been coaching for the past 4 years, and I have been creating digital products ever since. I have been in the game, really promoting every single day, putting my time and energy into this business full time. And I am here to teach you guys how it's done. Okay. So this is where you guys get the support. This is where you guys get the mentorship, because this is where you get to really take advantage of having someone to guide you, to hold your hand, to show you the way, show you the path, and show you exactly what you need to do so that you can create your first product. Now, this is exciting for me, guys, because I have went off and helped my one-on-one clients. I've had clients that come into my work and they're like, hey, I'm ready to create my first class. And guess what, guys? Within 30 days, they have created their first class. Okay. So guess what? It's not that hard. It's just you need to know how. So the beauty about having a coach and a mentor is that you will cut out all of the time, the years. Again, I've spent 4 years in this business. You're going to get 4 years of knowledge condensed in 30 days, or you're going to have a completed course. Now, for those of you who are advanced, you can do a course way quicker than that. But to schedule it, to make it happen, I always tell my clients within 30 days, they must have this class done. Okay. So if you are up for the challenge, guys, I encourage you now at this time and at this point to schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. This is how we're going to support you. This is how we're going to get you started. I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to get you started. You will work alongside of me. We're going to come up with a customized plan. I would say 4 to 6 weeks. You work with me. I will be able to support you in getting your first product done. Okay. So, how many of you guys are ready to learn the skill set? Because even when you've created a class, this is what I learned about the work that I do, guys. Even when you've created the course, when you're doing the thing and you set out a goal, there is an in between space from where you are right now and where you want to be. And guess what happens? You're going to feel the pressure of you having to do the work. You're going to have to go through the process. You're going to have to go through some things that's going to teach you to solidify your foundation, to solidify your understanding, so that you can actually master this thing, guys. This is about you making money. Okay. You want this thing to be done right. So, guess what? I'm going to support you in this process from now until your goal is reached. Okay. So, I highly, highly encourage you guys to invest in 6 weeks of one-on-one coaching packages. I have those available for you guys so that we can start tailoring your offer, your class, showing you the way of how it's done. And if you're ready for this, I am open. Okay. I'm here to support you. We're going to make sure that you're getting the support you need, because it's more than just you creating the digital product. What I found is that you're not just creating a digital product when you're working with a coach, you're also living your life. So guess what? You're living life. Things are happening in your personal life. You're going to experience some things that you probably never even thought of. You may experience some changes that you're navigating. You may not even know what emotions and feelings may come up. But guess what I'm here to do, guys? I'm here to get you motivated. I'm here to keep you motivated. I'm here to get you, make sure your confidence up, to make sure you're snap back in your power, to make sure you're staying on task, to make sure you're staying focused. And that's what a good coach is here to do, guys. So guess how transformative that would be for you to have someone to not only walk you through the steps on what to do, but they're going to support you emotionally, mentally, all the way through this process so you can get it done. Okay. How many of you guys have had an idea that you knew was $1 million idea and you did not move on it? I do not want that to be your story, guys. I want to show you the path to actually making this your reality. And it can be done. Give me 6 weeks, and I guarantee you, you would have a completed product. We're going to create it from A to Z one time, and you're going to put it out there. You're going to actually promote it. We're going to master your branding. I'm going to show you how to do your content. We're going to create your content calendar, your schedule for your content. We're going to build your branding, your messaging. You're going to understand your offer from in and out. All of this stuff is what it takes for you to build a successful online business, a successful online product, so you can make online sales. Okay. So this is my goal, guys. I'm here to support at least 1,000 of you, 1,000 hairstylists at least. That's my number. That's the goal I have set on getting your courses and classes created, getting you set up for you to have multiple streams of income, getting your digital course done so that you can promote it over and over again and make money from it forever and ever. Okay. So this is where you guys get to make your move. This is your opportunity to see yourself. Imagine this. I want you to think about this for a second. You're currently working behind the chair, but what about beyond the chair, right? Who are you beyond the chair? Who are you when you are needing extra days off? You have your digital course that's creating, you're making 5K, 10K months, sometimes days, and you get to say, hey, I get to scale back. I get to kind of work 2 to 3 days a week as a hairstylist. Now I get to really just enjoy the flexibility of doing things on my own terms. I get to make multiple stream of income. I love doing it. I love doing it. And you get to do both. It's up to you, but you get to decide that I'm going to really invest my time and energy in learning this skill, mastering sales online, how to actually set up my system, how to actually strategize, and how to put in a plan and make it work. Okay, so this is where you guys really get to refine how you see yourself. I know you guys have a version of you in your head right now, right? You can see yourself teaching, you can see yourself making millions of dollars from online courses and teaching. And this is where it starts, guys, getting the information. So this is where I'm going to break it down for you. Have 6 weeks working with me to get all of your questions answered, everything you need to know so that you can do this, guys. This is not as hard as you think it is. It is all about getting the right things you need to know. That is what it's about. Information is key. Okay. So this is where I'm going to provide you with the information that is going to help you to make this happen. Okay. So again, guys, I'm going to leave the link in the description box. This is where you get to make this happen right here, right now. My website is drikahair.com. I want you to visit my website. My website, you're going to see where you can book your one-on-one schedule. Okay. Meaning you're going to book your one-on-one call. Okay. Book your one-on-one life and business coaching. Let's have a talk. Let's discuss so that we can actually make this happen. Okay. So guess what? You go ahead and actually make this happen, and we are going to work together to actually show you how to make money. And I'm telling you guys, you can make money within 30 days, like literally, like 4 to 6 weeks. And here's a key thing about this, guys. Here's the beautiful thing about this. You are the one that gets to determine your income potential, meaning you get to say how many sales you get made. It's all about knowing your numbers, right? So let's say if you wanted to make $10,000 in a month, let's follow me for a second. Let's say I'm looking to make $10,000 in 30 days. Okay. And let's say you have a product that is, let's say $97, right? You make a product that's $97. That is going to be 103 sales in 30 days. Okay. Or let's say in $10,000, you want 30 days. Okay. That's $333 in a week. And if you had a $97 product, you will have to make 3 sales a week. Okay. 3. So 3 times 4, which means you will make 12 sales a week. So 12, let's see. I'm still trying to do my math here, guys. Bear with me. No, that's not right. Okay, cool. So again, that's $333 a week. So that would be, if you divided that by $97, you would need 4 digital products a week to make $333 in a week. And then from there, you're actually going to be able to see yourself really make some money. So think about this, guys. How many of you guys know that you can reach out and make 4 sales within a week for $97? 4, right? If you make 4 sales at $333, you're now able to say, okay, let me do something else. I'm going to make sure. Let's see. So, even better, guys. So, if we want to do, let's say if you want to make $2,000 a week, okay? Divide that by 97. That's 20. Make 20 sales. You can talk to, I'm sure you can talk to some people that wants to buy your product 20 times. So this is all about the math, guys. So knowing your numbers, being able to pay attention to it, looking at it from a perspective of how many sales do I need to make this amount in a month, and hitting your goal. You get to decide how much money you make by how much work you put out. Okay. You get to show up as many times as you need to, to talk about your offers, share your story, tell people how they can work with you, what you can help them with. And guys, this is the recipe. Okay. You are the secret sauce. The more that you show up, the more that you talk about what you do, this is how it is going to happen. Okay. So I am looking to support you guys inside of my one-on-ones. So if you are looking to get started right away, this is where you guys go directly to my website, drikahair.com, and schedule your one-on-one call. Now, here's the beauty about this, guys. Okay, y'all ready for the offer? Y'all ready for this? You can book the 30-minute call. I have a sale that's 30 minutes, your first call, or any call really, but 30 minutes for $25. Okay, this is a sale. So this means that it can go away at any time. But as long as that sale is there, let's go ahead and schedule a time for 30 minutes for $25, and you guys will actually get access to anything we need to work through within that time frame. Okay, so if you're ready, go ahead and book your $25 sales call so that we can go ahead and support you in starting your sales journey. Okay, this is how it's done. I want to be able to support you, so it is very affordable. I know you guys are thinking, oh my God, how much is this going to cost? No, guys, just $25 will get you started. $25. That's it. You make $25 investment, and we can set up the options of how often to meet, and we can make this happen. Okay, so $25. Let's get started, and I will see you guys inside. Take care.